welcome to another grand and glorious episode of Arizona Griper, starring I, your beautiful host, Mr. Arizona. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, everybody's doing well. Hopefully, everybody's feeling well. Hopefully, everybody's having a great day because I know I am. So, what's up, everybody? Um, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys. I mean, this is about I'm trying to get. I got dog hair all over my face. So this is about as brutal and honest as I can possibly be. I'm going to tell you from my personal experience, life can kick you in the ass 100% hard. I mean, life can seem like everything's coming at you, like everything's going, like basically, life can feel like it just wants to pull you right underwater and drown your ass. I mean, without a doubt, it feels like it just wants to pull you under and just drown you, wash you out, only to pick you up and drown you again. I mean, just one thing happens after another, 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 and it just keeps happening repeatedly over and over and over again. But this is when the epiphany kicks in. This is when the survival mode kicks in. This is when the what do you call it? The sergeant in front of a war zone kicks in. And this is when you say, look, I got a lot of shit on my plate right now. I got a lot of stuff going on. But we're going to handle this one by one by one. By the way, just to let you all know, this is a 18 plus stream, adults only. So all you underagers need to vacate the premises and get out of here. I only talk to people that are adults only because I do have a liquor license and I can't sell alcohol to kids. Sorry about that. But I am doing pretty good. You know, I'm doing a little bit better each day. You know, had a lot of things thrown at me today. A lot of things that were going on. But, you know, I took them down one at a time. I knocked them down one at a time. And, you know, things are going to be, we're going to be okay. You know, we're going to be just fine. You know, hold on a minute. Let me wind up my phone real quick. Oh, never mind. It's already wound up. Okay. Let me just tighten that up there. There you go. There. Okay. It's already ready to go. So, but anyway, I got all kinds of stuff going on. I got a doctor's appointment this coming Wednesday that I have to go to. I'm going to be working with my mom tomorrow and Thursday because she has a yard that I haven't touched in over 2 or 3 months because basically she just didn't want me to do it. So, because she was like, well, the grass isn't growing and all this. So, yeah. Well, it's a long story, so Yeah. So, but anyway, the the yard hasn't been touched in over 2 or 3 months. So, and what do you mean? What did I do? I didn't do nothing yet, as far as I know, unless I did something that I wasn't supposed to do, which was probably go live. But that's beside the point. But anyway, um, like I said, I'm working. I'm working with my mom 2 days in a row this week, and plus I got my doctor's appointment. It's just a follow-up appointment. It's nothing really, um, really bad. It's just a follow-up doctor's appointment. It's just because I just passed a kidney stone, so I have to go in there and. It's a brand new doctor that I have to go. I have to save these peels because my wife wants me to save the peels. I don't know why, but Merry Christmas. Can't say she never gave her anything, but yeah, I'm just being joking. But but anyway, like I said, man, I just passed a kidney stone this week, and then as soon as I passed it, well, last week I did, and as soon as I passed it, I got slammed with all different other kinds of stuff I had to take care of, and yada 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 yada, and it's been just a clusterfuck, and I've been trying to just keep up with it. I thought my daughter was going to move back here because of unexpected reasons. Thank goodness she got whatever she got straightened up, and it's good. It's good, so that's a plus there. Plus, I've got all my I's, my T's crossed and my I's dotted for my doctor's appointment. I got him. I got all the information that he needs to see from when I went into the ER with the kidney stone to the time I passed it, and the medications that I'm taking to medications I took to remedy it. I'm just gonna tell them that I took 2 different types. I should have taken a picture of the fucking. I'm probably gonna wind up taking a picture of the 2 different bottles so that I can show him when I go in to see him on Wednesday, and he's probably gonna recommend that I go to. He's probably going to recommend that I go to a urologist so that he can check me to see, what exactly is causing these kidney stones, which I personally know what I did to my own body to cause it. I pretty much know. It was... Alright, have you ever heard of the term... hold on a minute. This is an avocado seed, by the way. I'm just saving this for my wife. But, have you ever heard of the term, too much of a good thing? Right? Well, as you guys know, as you guys have seen, because I've shown you in the past, I put too much garbage inside my coffee. Okay? Now that's a lot for my body to process and also for my kidneys to filter out. Now I got to remember, everything I eat, everything I drink, the kidneys got to filter it out. So, can you imagine a fully concentrated slush like this type of consistency going through your body and through your kidneys and out your pee hole? Well, of course, if you don't drink enough fluid to wash it out, to rinse it out, or if your body doesn't utilize it, well, that stuff stays there and leaves a film, right? It stays there and it leaves a film. And you constantly do it and it constantly leaves a film. Well, eventually that film is going to harden up. Okay? That film is going to harden up and it's going to start crystallizing. And then that's when you get the painful stones. So guys, don't be stupid like I did. You know, don't do all that crap just because an internet idiot told you to do it. You know, err on the side of caution and do what basically medically allows you to do. You know, and to me personally, guys, if you want to enjoy a nice cup of coffee, just put a little creamer and a little sugar in it. Don't put all the garbage like I did. Don't do it. Because then you'll end up in the same mess that I did. That was because the second one that I had was way bigger and it hurt worse going down than basically it hurt worse coming out than it did going down and coming through. If that helps any. So yeah, like I said, guys, just err on the side of caution. Make sure medically that you know what the heck you're doing. You know, because think about this logically, guys. You know, everybody's different in this world. You know, we're not medical gurus. You know, we can't fix everything that ails us with just, you know, one special drink or one, you know, stuff like that. You know, yeah, home remedies are good, but just don't use it in over access like I did. You know, don't do that, because then you put yourself in a mess that I'm sure you don't want to be in. Because like I said, all this mess could have been prevented if I didn't do what I did, but I did. And to be honest, I don't recommend you do what I did. Trust me, I'm just saying it off the cuff. I don't recommend you do what I did. Because you could wind up, if you don't know what you're doing, you could wind up with your kidneys in some serious trouble like I did. You know, because I know the next one that I get is probably going to take surgery to flush out. And instead of me being in the hospital for just a couple hours, no, I'll be in there probably for about a couple of weeks this time. And I don't think I want to put my body through that. The best thing that you could do to protect your bladder, to protect your liver, and to protect your heart is just eat right and have a well-balanced meal and have a well-balanced diet. And you don't need supplements and all that bullshit to fucking, have all that. I'm just saying. Because trust me, I used to live off of supplements. I used to live off of just bullshit. And that's what caused me a kidney stone, dude. It caused me a really bad one. And that one was the most painful one I've ever been through in my whole entire life. I mean, it was bad. I mean, I know I said that when I said I thought my kidneys were shutting down and all that. But still, dude, me, AZ, don't like pain. That's it. I just don't like pain at all. I don't like any form of pain. I don't like any ounce of pain. I don't like any dosage of pain. Me don't like pain. No, I just don't. So, but yeah, I've got all my ducks in order, and hopefully this week will pan out. I'm working today. I got a doctor's appointment on Wednesday, and then I'm working again on Thursday, then I'm working again on Friday. So hopefully things will work out to where I'll have the weekend free, unless something else goes on. And then we'll be okay, We will. So, other than that, SOS, same old, same old. I'm just, yeah, no, I tend to bitch, piss, and moan a lot. I do. But what I'm doing with you guys is I'm walking with you through my life. I'm sharing parts of my life with you that I don't normally do, because most people don't normally do. Because why? Because I believe in transparency. I do. And I have been 100% transparent with all of you ever since I first started this channel, ever since I first started coming on YouTube. I've never been, I've never lied, I've never said anything wrong. I may have misconstrued a few things and stuff like that, but, as far as how I felt and as far as how I am, I've always been straightforward. And also, you know me. If I fuck up, I let you know about it. And I admit that I fuck up. In fact, I'm worse on myself than you guys could ever be on me. Trust me on that one. I am very, very hard on myself when I screw up. And most people say, hey, don't go so hard on yourself. Don't go so hard on yourself. And I was like, I can't help it, because, guys like me are not supposed to fuck up. I'm not supposed to be messing up. And I guess it goes back to, I guess it goes back to the way I was brought up. Because back in the day, when you messed up, you got an ass whooping. I mean, you just didn't get a talking to. You got a butt whooping. And so I guess that's the reason why I'm a little bit harsh on myself than I should be, because I guess it's because of the way I was brought up and all that. So, well, we got the dishes done. So, well, sort of. I got one more to do. Damn it. I forgot I cooked bacon and eggs and sausage earlier today. So I'm just kind of dealing with that right now. Hang on a second while I drain this real quick. Man, tomorrow's Trash Tuesday and I'm not even going to be here. Tomorrow's Trash Tuesday and I'm not even going to be here to help my wife, pick up the trash and take it out and all that, because I'm going to be working with my mom all day. That's going to suck, but hey man, it is what it is, it's extra money in my pocket that I didn't have before. Even if she doesn't pay me, I don't really care. My mom never pays me anyway. So I mainly just help her out because, hey, my mom's 82 years old, dude. She can't do the yard by herself. So I'm more than happy to help her straighten it out and get that puppy going, And I keep it, I've always kept it traditional, just as if my dad was there taking care of it. My dad died a while back unfortunately, from cirrhosis of the liver. And so it's my responsibility for taking care of the yard now. Hi, Carmen. How you doing, sweetheart? Oh, I'm glad you're here too, Carmen, my sweetheart. I love you. It's good to see you. Mwah. Carmen's the best. She's one of the best people here on YouTube, man. And she looks very beautiful too. She's sweet on the outside as well as she is on the inside. I'm doing pretty good, I got a lot of shit thrown at me today. But, I got a lot of garbage thrown at me. But, I'm dealing with it piece by piece, little by little, frame by frame. And, it's working out pretty well. I just didn't expect to get hit with a whole bunch of things at once, Yeah. Like I said, I got my mom that wants to get her yard done. My neighbor wants to get his yard done. And just everybody's coming at me all at once. I got a doctor's appointment. It's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it is just a fucking clusterfuck. But I managed to get through it. Yeah. For a while there, Carmen, everything was just dead. Everything was just dead, just gone. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, it just sparks right back up. And then now everybody's wanting me to come over. And I'm like, what the fuck? So, yeah. Yep, one day at a time, one system at a time. That's all I can do, man. I've already discussed this. I discussed this with my mom yesterday. And I told her, look, I ain't going to be able. And I told her bluntly. I said, look, Mom, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to be able to get every single fucking thing done in one day. I told her that directly. Because she shut me out of that yard for almost 4 months. Because she thought that the yard didn't need to get done. Now, when my dad was alive, we did that yard every single day. Every single day we did that yard. Every day. Not every day, but every week. There you go. Every week we did that yard. Every single week we did that yard. Every week we were on it. We were on it with everything. Oh, just the basics, cutting grass, trimming hedges, just pulling weeds, all kinds of crap. And what I'm going to do is tomorrow, I'm getting all the piddly shit done. All the little shit that takes forever to do. Which is, pulling weeds, trimming, doing all that. Get all the little detail stuff done. So that way, when Thursday rolls around, all I got to do is the main line, and bam, it's done. Yeah. I know it's a lot of work. But, you give me 2 days, and I'll get that yard whooped into shape in no time. Give me 2 days. That's all I need is 2 days. That's it. 2 days. My mom will give me 2 days. I'll get that yard back up into shape and back up to snuff and nothing. Flat. Because I know a lot about cutting grass and doing yards and all that. It's my passion. I've been working on that yard since I was 6 or 7 years old. Can you believe that? I've been working on that yard since I was 6 or 7 years old. And I ain't stopped since. Like I said, y'all don't even know. I didn't have time to be a child. I didn't have time to have a childhood. I had to work. I had to earn a fucking living to get what I needed to get. If I wanted a nice pair of earphones, I had to work to get it. If I wanted a computer, I had to work to get it. If I wanted a stereo system, I had to work to get it. And I busted my ass too. I didn't quit. And there's been a few times to where, guess what? When my dad was alive, he worked right alongside me. Right alongside and everything. And he and I had a system. He'd be like, okay, AZ, here's what I want you to do. Now, We got this yard. We got all this stuff going on. And he's like, now I know him really well. He never liked to clean up a thing. Okay? He loved to mess up, but he didn't like to clean up. Because, clean up took too much time and all that. And he just, he didn't have the patience for it. So he was like, look, I'm going to trim everything and just let it down. And you come up and clean up behind me. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And that's what I did. But I watched every little thing that my dad did. Every single thing that my dad did, I copied right off of him. Yep. Yeah, amen, Carmen. Amen. See, you know what it is. Yep. We didn't have no sissies when we was growing up. Hell no, we didn't. We all busted our ass for what we got. That's why we take pride in everything that we have today. We take pride in it. You goddamn right. We take pride in it. Yep. We take pride in every single thing that we have today. See, Carmen comes from the era like I did. To where she didn't get much growing up. We had to work to get what we wanted. No, ain't nobody gave us nothing for free. Not in this world. Hell no, we didn't. What? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the weed eater, Carmen. Oh, weed eater don't hurt you. It's like a damn dog. If you don't know how to run the leash, that damn thing will bite you. It will. But it don't bite you hard. It just nibbles a little. Now, I remember one time when my dad, it was a gas-powered weed eater. That's why I don't like the gas-powered to this day. I'm going to tell you a little story about it. Hang on a second. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to tell you a little story about it. All right. When I was growing up, my dad was, ran the weed eater once. Yep. That's something similar. Yeah, Carmen, I get rocks in my eyes all the goddamn. Yep, I agree with that. 100% I agree with that. God damn, Carmen, I'm so sorry. Yep, I hear you. Them goddamn rocks get, that thing. See, what happened was that, okay, now, Dad was running a gas-powered weed eater at the time, right? And so anyway, now I'm sitting back from him over doing something else, right? And my younger sister was right in the area. That goddamn weed eater came unraveled and literally wrapped around my little sister's leg. Oh my God, did it give her a bruise? It went whack, wrapped around her leg and gave her a mark. Oh my God, did that smart. So, yeah, she got a little pincharoo from that. Yeah. And that's the reason why, with me personally, I've been kind of scared of gas-powered weed eaters. Yep. Oh, I know that fucking thing hurt. I know that goddamn thing hurt. Oh, yeah. But that's nothing compared to what happened with my little sister on the following summer. All right. It was, it was summertime. And we were all swimming. And it was at neighbor's house in his pool, right? And let me see if I can do this here. All right. The way where you play wash the dishes, right? You go wash the dishes, dry the dishes, put the dishes away, and then you let them go, right? Well, we let her go, but they let her go too soon because she slipped out of their hand and she hit her chin on the edge of the cool decking and split her chin right open. Yeah. So I don't think they did that anymore. I don't think we did that no more after that. Yeah. And also, I could tell you the story about how I fell out of a tree. That's another story. Oh boy, this like I said, I'm full of them. But these are true stories, so. Yep, exactly, Carmen. Well, anyway, I'm about ready to tell you another story. All right, my dad had one of these cheap, flimsy-ass little What are you doing? What the hell? Fucking weirdo. Oh, God, that was funny. You guys heard that? I'm like, what the fuck is my wife doing over there? Oh. Anyway, back to my story here. All right. Now, my dad had big fruit trees, right? And I'm sitting here trying to trim them, right? So I'm climbing up the goddamn ladder. Now, they had river rocks that were like this on an incline on their side of the property. I had a pit with what, that was mud, all that. I had fruit trees on the other side. So I'm sitting there trying to balance it, and it was kind of rickety, little rackety, and I go up there. And from the first moment I started trimming, it started buckling. I'm like, oh shit. What am I going to do? And before I could even grab a branch to steady myself, boo! Out, down I came with everything. And I came down with the branch too. I mean, I came a tumbling down with everything. The whole fucking... Yep. The whole fucking ladder crumpled in on itself with me on it, and I grabbed the branch, and I didn't know what to do. Yep. I could have fell and cracked my head. A lot of shit could have happened. Thank God it didn't. So I go in and I because my dad's, laying down. He's just chilling out. I said, Dad, I got a little bit of a problem. He says, what? Oh, look, I think I broke your ladder. He goes, what do you mean? Well, I was on the ladder trying to trim your fruit tree, and the ladder just buckled in on itself, and it took me down with it. So, yeah. Now, that's the first story. The second story I'm about to tell you, there's another one after this one. Now, this one's interesting. This one is where I was at a baseball game, right? And there was the high school on one side, and they were doing the baseball thing, and there's a wash. There's like a concrete drainage ditch. And they called it the wave because it would go down, come back up, go down, come back up, go down. And, people like to skate there, roller skate there, did all that, have fun, whatever. We were playing there, having fun. I was roller skating, Well, I came back up and I stopped to talk to somebody. And I had my roller skates on. And I had my feet still on the concrete. Yeah. I don't know what happened, but I slipped and fell. I broke it here, and I chipped it here. And I wound up with a cast on my arm for the whole entire summer. So guess what I did? I went up to my mom in the middle of the baseball game. Yep. Well, just let me tell you. I went up to my mom because I was in a state of shock. I went up to my mom. She was in the middle of the baseball game. I was like, Mom, what? What? I think I broke my arm a little bit. My arm was bent in a U shape. And my mom looked at me and she's like, I think you did too. Come on, let's take you to the doctors. And I was like, yeah, I think that might be a good idea. Now, when I went into the ER, when they snapped my bones, when they cracked my bones back, my mom couldn't even be in the same room because all she heard was crack, 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 and she couldn't even, she's like, dude, I can't even be in here. I can't hear this. So I spent the whole entire summer, 6 months, in a fucking cast, while everybody else was swimming and enjoying themselves over something stupid. So yeah, I've got quite a few bumps and bruises that I've concurred in my life. But this one was the worst one. Yeah. You know, despite me, falling off the back of a moving, falling out the back of a moving, like, it was a gas-powered truck that was a little golf cart. Yeah, I'm sitting in the back, and the fucking thing dumps, and I fall right out of it. So, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I broke this once, broke that once, and I chipped this over here, so yeah. I've been through quite a few things. Yeah. Oh, yeah. My fucking buddies were fucking giving me a ride, from one place to another. So I piled in the back, and they didn't secure the dumping thing correctly. And so the dumping thing goes back, and I go back with it. So, yeah. And I rolled halfway down the hill, too. So, yeah. That was fun. That was fun. So yeah, I've had my share of scrapes and bumps and bruises and all that. So yeah, another day in the life of Arizona. You don't know what the fuck's gonna happen to me, because I don't even know. How about that? Like I said the other day, I was doing something simple as just cleaning the top, and this cabinet falls on me and almost knocks me right off the ladder. How about that? And trust me, I've been accident and incident prone since birth. If anything's going to happen, it's going to happen to me. Trust me. It almost, I should say, 100% of the time does. So, yeah. I could safely say that. And that's why my wife gets scared sometimes when I do stupid shit and when I stand up on this chair, because she's afraid that it's going to give out and I'm going to fall flat on the floor and crack my head open. So, yeah. I can't blame her for being scared. Can't blame her for looking out for me. Someone's got to. And my wifey poos right here. She's the best. So anyway, guys, I'm about ready to head out. So you guys take care. Much love. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. And as usual, thank you for watching. And as the Terminator says, I'll be back. Take care, guys. Love y'all. Peace.